Alan Nuckman, Chief Market Strategist at Agora Financial, who's gone like the opposite direction. Alan, you're talking HP in a world where Beyond Meat has got a 40% expected move. What happened?
Hey, I've been all over this tech takeoff. So, there's only so many stocks that we can play. We've been looking at Intel. We've been looking at Micron. Been making a lot of money across the board here. So looking at a tech stock that hasn't participated, let's remember the NDX, the Tech Top 100, is up about 30% in 2019. Now this stock is 20% off the low, so it's had a bounce off the bottom, but it's still 20% off the highs. Trading between 18 and 22 here since March. So you can lean on that 20 level as a very, very solid level of support.
All right. Okay, so I'm giving you a hard time here because we got all these crazy bubblicious names out there. But hey, HP, at the end of the day, you're saying, look, it's kind of been in this range. Maybe it's ready to make a move.
Right, it's a probability play. So again, looking for this to play some catch up to the overall market. This was at $27 just last October, so it had some bad earnings in the past and it had this, pretty big drop. So the way to play this, again, this is just probability, and this is a strategy for the right stock. So looking at this stock, we're trading at $21.50. I'm looking at the $20 call, which is $1.50 in the money. The October option costs about $2. So it's 50 cents a time value. You got a delta of about 75%, meaning it's going to move much like the underlying stock. Now, that October option has almost 3 months of time, though I am looking for something to happen here relatively quickly. The smart money is all over this stock, and that usually means there's an upside move. So that option for October, if nothing happens for 2 months, the September option is trading for $15 less. So it's a chip to have down here in this marketplace, looking for an upturn, and there's a gap all the way up to 25. So if that market moves up to 25, that $2 option is going to be worth twice as much. So 100% gain is what we're looking for.
All right, so you're giving yourself plenty of time here. October 18th, I mean, you've got a ways for this to work, Alan. My question is, when you say catch up to the rest of the market, does that imply you've also got a constructive overall market view over that period?
Oh, absolutely. Look at the trend. Look at where we're at. And if you look, last week we voided the key reversal top that we had the week before, where we made new all-time highs and had a lower weekly close. That's been crossed out. So it's up and away again in the overall market. And if you look at that V recovery that we've seen in the technology sector, 9% higher is the next goal, so 87.50 or so in the NDX. So looking for the overall market to continue to move. Now, looking at the numbers this morning, because I know you've talked about all the action that's happening here this week, looking at the Fed watch, they've raised the chance of a 0.5% cut from 20% to 30%. So it's starting to inch higher. I work for myself for a good reason, because if I had a boss that told me that we need to cut rates and I didn't cut rates, I'd get fired. So let's see what happens on Wednesday.
All right, we're going to find out who's boss in the language, I think, Alan. The cut's a done deal. Not only his boss, but his peers are telling him that, right?
Exactly. It's a done deal, but the question is, do they do the whole half point right now and really put some Red Bull in the Kool-Aid?
Right.
We'll have to wait and see.
All right, cool. It's going to be a fun party regardless. Alan Nuckman, Chief Market Strategist at Agora Financial at the SIBO. Appreciate it, Alan.